All right. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I is, the good Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic live stream for that ass today. Sincerely hope everybody is blessed. Sincerely hope everybody's having a good one. Doc is having a fantastic day. Again, guys, I appreciate you coming through and spending time with the good Doc. Official time check is 9:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which makes it about 9:11 in the a.m. Philippine Standard Time, 8:11 in the p.m. Central, and about 6:11 in the p.m. for everybody repping that West Coast, wherever you are reporting in the world today. Maraming, salamat sa lahat. And thank you guys for joining the good Dr. Mike TV on this particular live stream. You could have been anywhere in the world today, but you chose to spend just a little bit of time with me. And for that, I am forever grateful. All right. Guys, make sure you check out the ebooks and everything listed in the links in the description area below. The Foreigner's Guide to Tricking and Treating in the Philippines. If you guys are interested in getting your copy of that, please feel free to email me. I'll definitely shoot that your way. Ebooks, BOOTYLOO Chronicles, you know them. They're all the greatest of all times. You know Doc is the greatest author of all times. He writes the greatest books of all times. Ain't never lost. So, you definitely want to make sure you check those out. Want to give everybody a fair chance to get into the building before we get started. But again, like I said, they can always play catch up. Doc does not really care. But again, I just want to give everybody a fair chance to come through. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday evening for my people in the United States of America. Sincerely hope everybody's had a great day. Doc had a pretty good one. Got up a little late, but we here and we about to make it happen. All right, I've delayed it enough. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and rip this one off like a Band-Aid. All right. Tonight, I just want to have some fun, guys. There's no particular long-winded story. There's no spiel or anything to lead to this. I'll give you the parameters. I'll set the basis for it. And then you guys have one choice to make. Either you would rather be a rich simp or a broke pimp. You got two choices, people. Rich simp or broke pimp. And you got to say which one you would rather be. And you have to explain why. Now, the parameters for a rich simp in this particular live stream, in this particular situation, is as follows. Gentlemen, you can only, and I mean only, use your money to get women. You have no game. You can't get women any other way except offering them money. That's the basis of the parameters for a rich simp. You might get a hi, a hello in there, but at the end of the day, your money is the only thing that gets you laid. Okay? Your money is the only thing that gets you laid. That is the version of being a rich simp. That's your option. Or you could be a broke pimp. Now, when I say broke pimp, I'm not talking about rubbing two pennies together and praying that friction happens. Rubbing two pennies together and praying you get a dime out that bitch. Not that broke, but I'm talking about limited funds. Limited funds to the point where you can't really afford to take her out on dates. Not dates, but I mean, you can't really afford McDonald's and all of that shit. You can't really afford to do much at all. As a matter of fact, you are not financially stable at all. You are the brokest of the broke. You just ain't so broke. I'm sorry, let me put it to you like this. You are only able to take care of yourself. Okay, that's what we mean by broke pimps. But you have a mouthpiece that is out of this world, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can almost to an extent talk your way into any girl's panties that you put your mind to. But at any given moment, now listen to this because this is the kicker for those that aren't paying attention. At any given moment, your girl may ask you for something, or the girl you're entertaining may ask you for something, and it's a make or break deal. All right? So if she asks for something that costs money and you know you can't get it for her, it's make or break. That means no punan for you, my friend. No punan for you. At any given moment, she can ask you for something that you cannot provide. And if you cannot provide it, she's gone. Okay? At any given moment. So that means you can only use your mouthpiece to sway her in the direction of giving you some. Your money is not a factor. Again, as a rich simp, all you have is your money to get women. As a broke pimp, all you have is your words to get women. You have to tell me which one you choose, why you choose it, and how you think you'll be able to navigate certain situations. Again, just here to have some fun, ladies and gentlemen. I know everybody's not going to be interested in tonight's topic. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm not going to be on very long. Just wanted to hear where you guys come from, and I wanted to hear the justification as to why you choose broke pimp, rich simp. Broke pimp or rich simp. All right. So again, like I said, I don't plan on being on very long, but I want to shout my people out who decided to come through and spend a little bit of time. Say hola to the good doc. Shout out to my boy Essential Classics. Hope you're enjoying this one. If you're with me right now, my boy Mr. Pissed Off Driver was good. He says his pants are 20, shirts. He said 5 for 10. Both of these motherfuckers are rolling high. Hey, in this particular situation, it's not necessarily about how you dress. It's just the simple fact that you have financial means to get the punani, or you use your words to get the punani. Now, again, okay, let me throw in another wrench because Doc is all about flexing his muscle a little bit. Okay. If you are the rich simp, the only girls you get with your money are mediocre at best. I know it doesn't sound right because if you have money, you should be able to pay for the top notch. Not in this situation, god dang it. You got to live by the good doc's rules. Okay, you're a rich simp. All you have is your money to get women, number one. But the girls that you get are ugly, like not even pretty. The pretty ones only go for the guys with words. But then again, at any given moment, if that girl asks you for something, the model type asks you for something, you can't provide, she's gone. So that strictly means that you have to find a way to talk her into at least getting you right before she asks for something. You got to try to get it before she asks you for anything, because if she asks you for something you can't provide, you can't get none. Okay, that is the rules of the evening. I know I keep adding to it, but damn, that's what makes it fun. Y'all got to try to keep up with it. You have two rules. You can either pay for ugly women or pray to God that your words get you the pray to God that you got enough game to sleep with her before she asks for something. And then you have, in those particular situations, you have to choose which one you would choose. Explain to me why and how you would basically make that situation work for you. Come on, man. Stretch them brain cells, man. Doc is all about stipulations, man. It would be easy if you could just pay to get girls. Hell, I would choose that. Hell, if I could pay to get anything that I want to, and I don't have to use my words, that would make it easy. But you can only pay for ugly girls. Like, I mean, we're talking about heavy set to an extent, a little bit thicker than most, and mediocre at best. But you have enough game. If you're a broke pimp, you can say it. You can say everything you need to say to try to get into them panties before she actually asks you for something that you cannot provide and she's officially gone. Which one do you choose and why? Do you think that being a broke pimp well, for me, if you want to know the truth, I think a rich simp would be easier. I'm going to be honest, because at least your closing rate would probably be about 100%. Correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be 100%, but your closing rate will be absolutely higher because you're basically paying the woman sometimes for the act of and sometimes just to get into the panties. All right. But at least with the broke pimp, it's all about your words, and you have to try your best to finesse them words and to get into them draws. Cost you nothing until she asks for something that you can't provide. So again, we're having fun, man. I just want to put those stipulations in there just to make it a little bit more fun. My boy SML was good. Frederick Mason from the great state of North Carolina. What's good with your boy? My boy Reggie Dollars. I see you in the building. NY Mets fan was good. Andre Gill, appreciate you coming through and showing love to the good doc. Terry Edwards, he says, if you're a broke pimp, you need to find another line of work. I should have said a broke Mac, M-A-C. Somebody who's good with his words, but you kind of know what the hell I was trying to say. Don't be trying to make me change my live stream up. But yes, it had to rhyme. Broke pimp, rich simp. All right. So my man Raphael Williams says rich simp all day, every day. He said, I can't be the broke guy. Okay. So Raphael Williams, you would be okay with messing around with or only being able to pay for mediocre women? That's it. You have a chance and an opportunity of getting the top-notch model types. You have that opportunity as a broke pimp because you have your words. So you would settle for mediocre to less than pretty women in that particular instance, just to be the rich simp. Just to be, come on, man. I want to put the stipulations on there because it would be easy to say rich simp. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Fuck with me. Come on, make me laugh. Give me a reason. I'm trying to have some fun tonight, man. Y'all make it worth my while, please. Make my time worth my while. And while you're doing that, guys, please make sure you get the likes up on the video. Make sure you caress, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the good doc, please feel free to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend just a little bit of time with him today. Now and then, let's go ahead and get back to this regularly scheduled programming. Oh, Raphael Williams, you know I won't go make it easy on you, homie. Let's get it. Terry, you're right. Money can't buy class, but it can buy you something else, huh? I'm with you. Eyes on, what's good with you? Raphael, come on, bruh. Come on. Make it, don't make it easy. Don't make it easy on me. Essential Classic says it seems like a lose-lose situation. That's the point. That's the point. I'm trying to make it to the point where you are stuck choosing one. You can be the rich simp, but you can only deal with mediocre to less than mediocre women because your closing rate will be absolutely higher. Or you can be the rich pimp and use your words to get yourself into situations. But if she asks for something that you can't provide, she's gone. You feel me? So you got a choice. You can either be one or the other, and explain to me why. It's not necessarily lose-lose if you ask me. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not lose-lose because one is guaranteed to get some. The other one's probably about 50-50 chance. So, I mean, if you're basing this purely on percentages, come on, man. I know where you would lean towards. Hell, I know where I would lean towards, but gotta understand, you can only deal with mediocre to less than mediocre women. That's the only women you can get. We're talking about chicks missing teeth. Huh? Come on, man. Come on, make my day. Come on. Entertain me, people. SML says girls are smarter than that. Trust me, and they want to spend first. See? That's the rule of the game. You gotta make it interesting. You gotta make it interesting. Ozone said ugly women usually have the best punani. Yo, I am not gonna disagree with that. I truly am not. Pissed off driver says if I'm rich doing something right, I'll fix one up with plastic surgery. I'll buy plastic tits and face. Bro, that is a very smart way of utilizing your money. You see, I appreciate that. That right there is simply one of the best answers that you could give. And I wasn't even thinking about that. See, you have to figure out how to manipulate the situation to work for yourself. You have to see what works for you. You say plastic surgery to fix her up. That's what a lot of people do nowadays. And if you got it like that, and yes, you will. Being a rich simp, you're going to have endless pockets. That's the point. Your money doesn't end pretty much. So if that's the way you choose to do it, I can't disagree with that one. Raphael says all that after I reply. He said, I take my mind of the women with buying a new house or car. Anti-gravity was good with you, bro. Danny says, even a simp in the Philippines gets lucky, but a broke dick dude does not get much. He does not. He doesn't get much, but he can get lucky too, right? Anything is possible in the Philippines. Like I tell myself, and I tell all of my other gentlemen, it doesn't matter if you're a rich simp, a broke pimp, or Mac, or whatever you want to call it in this particular situation. There is one thing that I tell everybody. You got a 50-50 chance that she says yes, 50-50 chance she's you could get a no. Well, at least your percentages are high. Until that bitch says maybe, and then maybe don't mean shit to me. But anyways, like I said, you got two options, people. How you choose to get it is how you choose to do it. But like I said, man, a broke dude could get lucky too. He could get lucky with a top-notch chick, or he could be only able to deal with the mediocre only. I'm just saying, you got two options. Which one would you choose? Settle for the mediocre, or give yourself a chance that your mouthpiece is going to give you that 50-50 chance of actually getting you some? Two options. Terry says, give me the money. He said, I'm an ugly one now, so I have money to do other things. I value money over beauty because looks fade over time. Touche. I agree. He said, you can either pimp in Tondo or simp in Boracay. I don't know which one I would choose on that one. I don't know which one I would choose. Danny says, usually if you have the money, you have the honey. True that. But in this situation, you can only get the mediocre type. That's it. That's your only option. Because it would be too easy to just say, oh, because you're a rich pimp, you get all the pretty ones and shit. I mean, because it wouldn't be fair. You understand? But only in this particular hypothetical. We all know that if you're a rich simp, everybody knows that if you're the rich simp, you can have the best of the best of the best. Hell, it wouldn't even make it funny. Wouldn't even make it fun for me. But Izon says an ugly punan with an ass like Pam from Martin Lawrence show. Bruh, might get lucky, but I ain't gonna front though. Izon, you're onto something, bruh. Sometimes the ugly ones, no disrespect, because beauty is only in the eye of the beholder, but sometimes the ones that a lot of guys find to be less attractive, they probably do the most, and they're probably the more active ones. So maybe the rich simp might come out on top after all. But the broke pimp could still have the model type. He has his chance at a high priority chick, I should say, or chicks that are in high demand. He has a better chance of getting those that are in high demand. Are you accepting of the idea of the high demand, or are you willing to settle for the mediocre to less? I'm leaning more towards the mediocre or less now. Mr. Driver, I hope you're not as pissed off as you always seem, but you know what? You've convinced me, man. Excuse me. Yeah, you've convinced me, bro. I think I might lean towards that way. But if Ann Curtis was on the chopping block, if Ann Curtis or somebody popular was on the chopping block and I had a chance, just saying, I might forego all of the riches. Nah, fuck that. Probably not. Troll said I'd rather be me, a rich ass fuck boy. I got 5 ATVs because I can't drive. Shouldn't you get a driver if you can't drive? Anyway, shout out to you, my friend. Reggie says, I hate to say, but I'd rather be a rich simp in the Philippines. If I had to be a simp, I'd rather have money doing it that way. It does not matter because I have lots of money. So people wouldn't judge you for dealing with mediocre to less than mediocre women. Touche. Don't let the money ruin you. Fuck it. I think I'd rather choose the money too. But again, for entertainment purposes, people, entertain me. Come on, dance a jig or some shit. I'm just here to have some fun, people. Again, you have a choice: rich simp, broke pimp. Rich simp, broke pimp. I think I'd rather. I mean, it's hard for me to say honestly. I lean more towards both of them. I mean, actually, in any situation, I would lean towards both. Because mediocre to less than mediocre may not fit the bill. But if you do have endless pockets with being that rich simp type, you know, it could make you feel a certain kind of way. But can you imagine though? I think of it like this. Can you imagine you have all the money in the world, you dress nice, you do nice things and shit, and the only girl that you could get is somebody who doesn't look, or in the eyes of others, is less than attractive to the majority of the other Filipinos you could get? But then again, you got money. You can always fix that. What if you couldn't fix it? But we're not gonna throw in that stipulation because that will probably make people reconsider. But it's all good. Just having fun, people. Remember that. My man Pedro says I'm officially a 2-week millionaire and I feel like a simp. Why is that, man? Pedro, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is. Essential classes, I gotta choose one. All right, rich simp all day long. If I had to choose one out of my own situation, guys, rich simp all the way. All the way. SML says makeup is a miracle worker. I've seen its amazing powers, either that or alcohol. I think I like my liver enough to where I'm not going to drink myself to make a chick look pretty. So we might go to the Mac store and apply that shit heavy. I did not see that dude spit on a Trump supporter in an interview, man. I did not catch that. Like I said, Doc don't do politics, but I mean, they go hard for their political parties, man. If you on the left or the right, they go all the way in. There is no in between. I personally don't really have a preference of political party type, to be honest with you. Essential classics, that's my one, bruh. I choose rich simp all day long. Hey, Doc always break his own rules. Shit, it's my show. Shit, I gotta be able to do my own thing. But yes, I think I would rather, if I had to choose one, if I literally had no other choice, rich simp all the way. I'd rather be a rich simp. Like my man say, man, money means more to me than relationships do. He says looks do fade over time, but at least as a broke pimp, you could recycle, reuse, reduce. I mean, you can kind of find your way into another realm of possibilities with different types of females. But bruh, Pedro, what the fuck are you doing, bruh? Whoa, stop the show, back up. I'm not gonna call you a rich simp because that doesn't seem fair, but damn, bruh. 100K and 2 go-go's. What did I miss? And where did you go? Where the fuck was that at? Because I missed that. Danny says, if you got the cash, the best looking hoes will find you in the Philippines. For the most part, but not in this situation. Not in this scenario. You have to choose. You only get mediocre. Yes, in the real world, it does work that way. I do agree. Oh man, Pedro, man, you killing me, bruh. 100K and 2 go-go's. Damn, that hurts my feelings. Shit, I'm gonna go rich simp all the way right there, man. I'm just fucking with you, but that's a tough one, man. That's a tough pill to swallow because you're gonna think back on that money and be like, damn, I could have spent that on something else. But it always happens. And it happened on AC on Wednesday night. How ironic is that? I told you, man, AC is a place you got to prepare yourself for, man. That's not a place you go if you do not know what's going on. I'm telling you. He says, how about I just got the notification for this show? Damn, that's probably why I only got 20 watching. Shout out to all 20 of y'all who come through and show love to the good doc. Thank you. Maraming salamat sa lahat. Guys, you know what to do. Caress, molest, and de-stress yourself all over that like button. It wants it. It needs it. It most definitely has to have it. If you guys want to support the good doc, please feel free to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend just a little bit of time with him today. Na yon din. Just want to have some fun with you guys tonight. Two choices, ladies and gentlemen. Rich, simp, broke, pimp. I know it seems a bit far-fetched, but we're having fun, man. Let's just let it be what it's going to be and enjoy the moment, all right? Oh, man, let's see what time we got. We got 16 likes and 19 watching. I can fuck with that. Anybody, if you guys have anything else you want to say, just let me know, man. I'm just having fun with this one. We've gotten my topic out of the way, so definitely here to answer questions if that's the way that you want it to be. I'm all for it. Just let me know what's on your mind, and we can make that happen, Captain. You're right though, Pedro. You're 100% correct, man. It is still cheaper than the United States, man. It's definitely cheaper than the US. So it's nothing you can really complain about on that one, man. My man NY Mets fan says rich simp for me because being broke in the Philippines could be living on the street on like 100 pesos a day. That's super dramatic, but it could mean could be. Iron Mike was good. He said, how was Olongampo City? I'm thinking about visiting. Honestly, my brother, I've never been to Olongampo. I've heard good things. But if you ask my personal opinion, I can't really call it, bro. I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe in giving you a fair evaluation. I've heard good things, but I can't always be the one. Can't always be the one to get that right. But Olongampo, that's a place that I do want to see myself very, very soon. So it's on my list of places to check out, sometime soon. So I say go, man, go for it, but just visit. Just visit. Let's not commit to living to anywhere until the time is right. My boy San Juan says, yeah, 100K and 2 go-go's on one night that's a baller move, man. That's some shit I can't do. Don't even try it. Jared, what's good with you, man? He says, always rich, can't be broke. They all look the same in the dark. You know what? That is also a good way of looking at it as well. All women look the same in the evening time at the super crack of dawn, I guess. You can always hit it from behind, so you ain't got to look at her face. No disrespect, ladies. Remember that. Remember that. I mean no disrespect, but sometimes, hey, if you ain't got to look at it from behind, from the face, I think it's a fair assessment. You should be all right. Shit, I'm over here trying to play 21 and talk to y'all at the exact same time, and I'm losing. Ain't no counting cards for me, my friend. Don't know how to count no cards over here. Anyways, Pedro, you're gonna have to tell me that story, man. I'm interested on that one. I wish, if you could come on right now, bruh. Pedro, tell me that you can come on and join the good doc right now to tell me this story out loud. Tell me that you have good internet connection. Tell me that I can send you a link in an email and I can invite you on the show right now, because you have got to tell this story. Because I try to tell people all the time the pitfalls of going to AC. And again, I'm not saying spending a lot of money is a pitfall, especially if you got it. It ain't tricking if you got it, right? But I want to know how it turned into 100K. That's my only question. How did it get from no K to 100K in a matter of no time? That's the best way for me to put it. Damn, am I losing? Oh, I don't want no insurance, man. Come on, fuck. Damn, bruh. I bet. What the fuck was that? Okay, anyways, I can't play 20. Dude, I am getting my ass handed to me in 21. I don't know if y'all ever played this shit on your computer, but this shit got me fucked up. Dude, I am not playing these people, man. Bruh. Pedro, come on, man. Don't play me. I could use a guest tonight. Come on, make it happen, bruh. Anyways, shout out to my boy Andy. Like I said, me and you in the same boat, my friend. Bro pimp for life, bitch. And I like it though. I like my lifestyle. Dude, I am losing like heavy over here, and this shit got me feeling a certain kind of way. I'm done. I ain't playing that game no more. Losing all my money. Anyways, my man Danny says they might look at the same in the dark, but when the lights come on, you might want to run like a rose. That sounds about right. Pedro, I can't send you the link here, man. Yo, let me get your email. Do I got your email? Let me check your email. Let me check the email. Shit. Did you email me? Because I got to see if I can email you. Because this shit right here is something that needs to be talked about. Guys, give me a split second. I know I'm talking to myself right now. I gotta see if I got my boy Pedro's email information. Yes, I got it. Hold on, Pedro. I'm linking you in right now. Give me about a split second. I gotta go all the way here, and I gotta link it in. Give me a second. I know I got your shit. I got it somewhere. Guys, while you're waiting, please get the likes up on the video. Do all that good shit for the good doc. I would highly appreciate that. I'm trying to do multitasking. You know I'm slow as hell on a lot of shit, so don't judge me. I have to change the whole entire scheme of this live show now. I gotta change the whole damn thing. Pedro, it should be in your email, bro. Let me get my headphones out because I gotta put my headphones on when I have guests. So yeah, man, I think this is about to get it in. Yeah, I could put the link up, but then too many people be trying to join, man. I've had people try. I ain't got time for that negative shit. I think everybody here is cool, but I don't want nobody to feel disrespected if I'm like, yo, I can't bring you on because motherfucker, I asked one person come on. So, like I said, I don't want to feel like I'm being unfair, but I'm giving the invite to my boy because he has a story to tell, and I want to see if that's gonna happen. But yeah, I could put the link up. I found it late, but it's all good. So while we're waiting for my boy Pedro to show up, guys, again, you had two options, ladies and gentlemen: broke, pimp, rich, simp. Whichever one you choose, make sure it's the. Oh, that's bullshit. Dog, I had 20 and you just so happen to hit for 21. Nah, I know this game rigged, bro. It game rigged. Anyways, guys, I'm waiting for my boy Pedro to come through. Anyways, guys, again, make sure you get the likes up on the video. I know I'm dragging right now, but y'all be all right. You know the game. Dog, I talk a lot, and it's just what y'all get from me. So, again, guys, it's been fun having you guys on here with me. Anything you guys want to I have to let them all in? Nah, Danny, I don't trust these motherfuckers. I'm sorry. Somebody be done put a virus on my shit. I pass. Somebody come up here. Yo, you remember back in the day when people's live streams were getting bugged with porn and shit? I pass, man. I'm good. I don't see that as anything positive in my personal opinion. But anywho, in any right, guys, make sure you get the likes up on the video. I know I'm dragging, but y'all be all right. Just waiting for my boy Pedro to. Yeah, you should pop up whenever you come in. But yeah, guys, you do have two options. Whichever one you choose, by all means, let me know and explain to me why. Because I need to know. There you go, Pedro. I got you, bro. Shit. Pedro. Yo, bro, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, my boy, Mr. Pedro, the IT man. My boy, all the way from Canada, all the way up north. Appreciate my boy coming through and spending some time with the good dog today. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm surviving right now.
I don't like that word. Surviving means you might be going through something, family. You good?
Yeah, I'm good right now. It's just that, sometimes you have some regret after you do some crazy shit.
I mean, to be honest, I hate to say this, but most times when you go through experiences, you kind of got to learn through the experiences, boots on the ground. We talked about that whole thing, but you got to tell us, man. I don't know how the story's gonna unfold. But tell me, what happened when you were in AC and how you went from no 1,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos in one night on a Wednesday night? As a matter of fact, we're talking middle of the week. So this is gonna be interesting, man. Let it go.
So this started on a Tuesday night, actually. I went out, met two expats, one guy from Australia, one guy from the UK. We had some drinks, went down to Walking Street, checked out some spots. It's kind of dead, so we didn't really do much but drink and just watch the locals and see who's walking by. So I was quite disappointed with the women that night. So we decided to roll into high society, I think around 1, and I was like, this is not my scene. Like it wasn't a great night. So after that disappointment, I was like, all right, let me just go to Tinder and see if I can find some girls.
Okay.
So picked up some girls on Tinder. Moving on, set up some dates for the Wednesday night. The first date was sort of flop. Wasn't that great. The second date was fire. So I end up taking her to the AC Aqua Club, which, if you guys are familiar with AC, it's on top of ABC Hotel. It's a little bar you can go to. Ain't cheap at all, though. Drinks ain't cheap. Get to that spot, get some drinks in. The chick was fire. We just had to move down to Walking Street to get to the hookah spot. Chilling for some hookah for a bit. We move on to the clubs. I'm like, I want to see some different clubs. So I asked her what's her suggestions for some of the different clubs you go to. First mistake right there. Let her choose the spot.
Nailed it. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So we end up moving to I think the first spot was Dollhouse, if you guys are familiar with that. Moved to Dollhouse first, get in there for a bit. Got some drinks in there. I was like, okay, let's go for it. Decent. Yeah, it's got a couple lookers in here.
Okay.
Get some more drinks in. Then my nemesis popped up. A short-time Korean dude with a lot of cash.
Your worst enemy, huh? Ah, shit. Go ahead, bro. You gotta let this one go. Go ahead.
So Mr. Short Time, I'm sitting downstairs. I see Mr. Short Time throw out I think at least 2 stacks. 2 stacks is pretty much more than 2 stacks. I'll call each stack it's like 2,500 in pesos and 20s. So he had 2 stacks of those. You threw out the first stack. I was like, okay, I see you, brother. Then you threw out the second stack, and I was saying, okay, this guy's taking all the attention now. I'm like, yo, Pedro got some money. All right, let's see how this goes now. So I talked to the Masan lady. I'm like, all right, I need some change. She's like, oh, how much would you want? I'm like, you know what? Give me 10,000. Let me start off with 10,000. I'm thinking, 10,000 be enough, to put a guy in his place, So I get the first 10,000. A girl next to me is looking at me like, what are you doing? At first, because she's like, you really gonna try to, compete with this Korean guy. So I go up, move myself upstairs on the second floor, and I threw out the first, 5,000. Threw it out. Girls start calling me, saying thank you. Mama Sal's coming over, giving me a shoulder rub. I was feeling nice. I was like, okay, 5,000 gets me this. All right, shit. Let's just keep this going. Threw out the next 5. Felt even better. More girls come over. More girls want to talk to me, give me a massage, the attention. Now, my Korean nemesis now is in his feelings, right? Because he's thinking they took all the attention from all the girls from him. So he goes in the bag. This guy pulls out at least 20,000. 20,000, pulls it out, starts stacking it up where he's sitting at his table. So I'm like, I see you, bro. I see you. So I'm like, shit, I ain't gonna get beat right now. So I go downstairs. I get 20,000. I'm like, shit, let me get 20,000. I got this. I'm good. Got 20,000. So now in the hole for 30,000. I'm sitting there stacking up mine. He stacked up his, and we both start making it rain in that go-go club. People are coming in from outside seeing what the commotion is because we're both throwing out money at this point. So about 30,000. I was like, listen, baby, let's go. Cause you can't just keep raining money on these girls. These other clubs. She's like, spread it around. Second red flag, boys. Anytime a girl says spread it around,
She
something's
knows the
up.
game. Yeah. Okay.
She knows the game. So I'm like, what does she mean spread it around? She's like, oh, you can't just spend it all in one club. Shit, I should have realized right there and then I'm being played. So I was like, shit, oh, I'm feeling good. I had a couple drinks in me, feeling good. 30,000, I could hit that. That's fine. That's I could. That's not gonna make me hurt or anything. So I was like, all right, cool, let's move on.
All right.
So I think we move on to the next go-go bar. I think it's XS. I think it was called. Man, the girls in there are way better. I'm like, shit, why wasn't I throwing money here? So I'm like, shit, Pedro got to get some money in here. Third mistake. Oh my god. This go bar has a couple guys in there already throwing cash. I'm like, this is a Wednesday night. She's like, oh, the girl I'm with, she's like, it's never happened before. So I'm like, all right, Pedro has to go in right now. So go get some more cash. Now I have to carry it in the back. Now I have 50,000. I went and got 50,000. So I have 50,000. I'm carrying in a bag, a plastic bag. People are watching me, screaming at me to come into their clubs. Everybody's yelling at me. This guy's walking around with a lot of cash in his hand. All right, walk back up in there. So let's get to the second floor. This time the DJ's smart enough to call out every lady on the stage at this point. I ask you for my name. I get a massage. I start loading. I start lining up, my money. Start taking, so I'm wrapping it. To the two guys that already throwing money next to me, decide, what, shit, they're gonna load up too. So they go out, come back, and they have at least 20, 30 on them too. So now I'm looking at them. They're looking at me. I'm like, all right, since you guys don't think I'm playing, so I throw out another 10,000. Girls are all screaming. The mama songs are all like, oh, please throw some money behind you, because you throw money, you throw it out on the stage. But there's also girls around you, behind you, beside you. So I start throwing money on my left, my right, behind me. Some falling on me. Girls are falling over me and shit. So I'm like, oh, this feels good. This feels good. And, I'm now like 30, 40,000 in now. So I'm like, all right, let's just, take her home. Let's take her home. So I'm like, all right, let's make it make rain. So I unwrap all the stacks. I think I gave like 15,000 to the girl I'm actually with. So her throw it. So she start throwing it. I start throwing it. Two other guys start throwing it. We made it rain in excess. The mama sons are like, oh my God, it's Christmas in here. I'm like, Christmas? She's like, you've never seen guys throw this much money, on a weeknight. I was like, oh, well, we can do it. We do it. I'm like, I'm on vacation. I'm enjoying myself. I work hard. I have this extra cash. I'm just gonna, throw it away anyways on some stupidness. So might as well enjoy the night. So DJ calls me out. Introduces me to some girls. My girl bugging now because she has competition. So I end up getting the last like 20, 30,000. I'm like, let me finish off in here. So I get 20 or 30,000. Had it totally, had 5,000 the girl next to me, 5,000 the girl next to me. They throw it out. I'm sitting there like, yo, this has only been like two hours. I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, how much money did I just throw? She's like, you've been such a generous. When my son comes up to me, he goes, you've been such a generous person in our club. I'm like, such a generous person. I'm like, I'm just having fun, right? It's not because the liquor got me good at that point. So I'm like, I'm in my mood, I feel good. Yeah, I did it. 3 dudes, I through 3 dudes, it felt nice. Got a couple girls on me, a couple massages. I'm like, I feel real good. So I think I'm Superman at this point. So I'm like, all right, let's just bring these girls back. So I grabbed 4 of the best honeys with me, and I rolled back because I'm like, yo, but I'm not going to roll back weak. I want to roll back strong. So I get them to get me a reservation, get me a spot at the ABC hotel. You already know that's costing money to stay in that place. Got a spot in there. Got the jacuzzi room. So now I got 5 bitches in the jacuzzi room in bottles. And bro, it was an amazing night after that. But like I said, man, how I got to that point, I could have did it with a lot cheaper, but it was fun. But shit, man, I went through 100,000 in like 2 hours at least.
You know what, Pedro?
And 2
Okay.
Go-Go's.
Okay, guys, listen. See, Doc, luckily I have a fucking elephant's brain, so I can remember everything that was just told to me. So let me do a recap. And Pedro, thanks for the story, bro, because at least you recognize where you went wrong. Thank God you made it out of AC alive, because you can't be throwing money around like that and expect people to be cool with it. So thank God you saved, bro. Hopefully that's a one-time thing. Like my man NY says, you can't be doing that shit every night. That shit crazy.
Yeah, it was
Guys,
like
I want you to pick. Okay, Pedro, first things first. I got to ask you a question. First time in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, man, made a rookie mistake.
All right, first time in the Philippines, straight to AC. We know how that goes. But here's what's interesting, because you've tackled an entirely different topic that nobody has ever covered before. You were in competition with somebody else, and that's what originally started you spending money. Your average foreigner will go there and start tricking just because they see, Punan here and Punan there. And you mentioned something that nobody talks about either. Number one, it was a Wednesday night. And let's be honest, on a Wednesday night in a club, of any place that you go to, you're not going to get your best bunch. I mean, for the most part, man, you're not going to get the best honeys that you get. Mostly that's the weekend crowd, right? So you were kind of bored and you wanted to have some fun. And everybody knows you had a hell of a good time. That sounds like a hell of a good time. So you started out in competition with everybody's worst enemy, the Asian guy from Korea or Japan or something, who's probably definitely stacking. So you kind of, not to be outdone. And trust me, I don't know how many men who are listening to this story right now can honestly say that they are okay with being outdone, especially in public. You ain't gonna let somebody outdo you, especially if you know that you can keep up. So I'm not mad at you for that one, but like you said, in competition with others, that was definitely, a mistake that you made. Second mistake, allowing the girl to choose the club, 100% correct on that one. Then you talked about moving to a different club, spreading the money around. How you started out with 30K, ended up with what? You ended up throwing out another 70 or another 60 at the club and shit. Then you get the ABC hotel, and then you trick out and have the evening that you probably wish you would have had the first couple nights you were there. But one thing that I always say, and you guys hear me say it all the time, if you do go to AC, you got to get that out of your system. Is it out of your system, man? Or are you gonna go
Trust
back?
me on that. I'm gonna go back, but I'm not
Shit.
gonna do that. I'm not gonna be throwing stacks like that. Okay. You don't have to. I figured it out on the night after. Like, you don't have to throw that kind of money to get the attention you need, man. Just be cool.
That's true. Danny, I agree with you, man. He says the memories will be worth it in the years to come. Yeah, you'll be able to talk about this one way down the line, man. I remember that time that I was at AC and I was getting it in, because a lot of guys can't do it. And you said something else that was interesting to me, and a lot of people don't really see it this way. I guess, you said you had the money to blow. A lot of people be like, oh, that's a simp move. But actually, you followed up with, well, I'm going to probably end up spending it on something stupid anyway, so I might as well have fun. And that's what us guys do. If we have residual income or excess income, we normally spend it on stupid stuff anyways. You might buy some shit that you'll use in the moment and probably never use it again. I mean, so what better way than to probably, how can I say this, be a charitable and generous giver in the club of the evening, and hopefully help somebody's life, make it a little bit better for at least that particular evening. Maybe you help somebody buy somebody's baby some formula, or, pay somebody's electric bill, or their down payment on their tuition. Who knows, man? You did a good deed. That's the best way to look at it. Even if you take it in a negative light, anybody who has anything to shit on or say anything bad about it, at least you did a good deed, my friend, and you had fun doing it. So ain't nothing you can complain about, man. Is there any regrets though?
My only regret is not getting more video footage of it. That's my only regret. I got some footage of it, but it's like, I should have documented the whole thing, because, like you said, man, it's all about the memories you have. Because looking back, right now you might think it's a crazy move, but like 20, 30 years down the road, you're like, tell some young guns, like, Yo, I out threw some Korean dudes in the go-go bar in AC. Please.
And he said if you could beat the Koreans in the Philippines, you can make it anywhere. But yes, like they said, man, you got to be careful. They'll remember you, man. The black guy throwing out all that money on a Wednesday night. Yeah, they might be watching you the next time you come around. So you might want to stay under the radar the next time you come through.
Most definitely.
Mm. But like I said, man, you're 100% on that, man. The experience is something that you'll keep with you forever. And the only thing and the only rule that I have is as long as you know you'll make it back, whenever you get back, what did you really lose, That's the best way to look at it.
Great experience, though.
I never asked you, man, what kind of work are you into, man? What kind of work do you do back home?
I'm a network security specialist, so I
Oh
make good
hell
money.
nah. Dude, you make more than good money. You said network security. I said, yep. I said you can afford 2K, man. That's not gonna burn a hole in your pocket. But yo, man, I appreciate the story, man. That shit was awesome. Hey, what's going on, Smooth? I see you guys. But yes, literally and figuratively blowing your wad, my friend. I like it. It makes for a hell of a story and a hell of a time, man. I'm sorry. I can only laugh at it and say, man, that sounds like one hell of a good time. Cause I mean, you'll never. I see the thing about it is you'll never be able to duplicate. That you can make it happen again if you want to, but the way that everything unfolded in that particular moment, it's like you can't replicate it. You can go out and throw the same money if you wanted to, but I mean, that particular night, everything lining up and aligning itself the way that it did. Those are memories that'll last forever, man.
Yeah, it was great when the dude started doing his little bow towards me. I was like, yeah, I got you. I got you.
They know when to concede, my friend. But yeah, I mean, it's a great experience, guys. I mean, just coming to the Philippines. So, besides the AC experience, man, how has your Philippine experience been so far?
It's been pretty good so far. Landed in Cebu, spent a couple nights there, enjoyed the beach. Spent a couple nights in AC. Currently, I'm in CDO.
Mm-hmm.
About to go on a little trip down to Iligan to see the waterfall. So I'm having a great trip so far, and hopefully I don't have too much of a crazy story to tell you next time I touch base. But we'll still see. I got 3 more weeks here, so we'll see.
Well, like I said, you'll mostly get that type of action in AC, but there don't get it twisted. In these areas, you never know what could happen. But going towards Iligan, pack light, my friend. Don't come through heavy. I don't think you need too much money in those particular areas, so it's not enough for you to have to trick it if you don't have to. But I think, like I said, most of the if you go through CDO, honestly, I don't think there's a lot of a bar scene out there. As far as I can remember, I don't think it's heavy or places to go. I mean, maybe you've been able to, be how can I say this? Directed to the right places, or you haven't really checked out any of the bars there since you've been there.
It's been low key since I've been here. I've been, just meeting up with a few ladies, but that's about it.
Oh,
Not too
okay.
big here.
Oh, okay. It'll probably get smaller in Iligan for sure. But I mean, so do you plan on hitting AC before you go back home, or you're gonna save it for probably your next trip?
I was planning to hit AC. Well, at first I was planning to go back to AC, but now I'm like, I want to enjoy a little smaller things first. I already did my AC thing. I do have a return trip in February back here, so I'll probably do it big again when I come back in February. But for now, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So like is your work for like a company where you have to like take time off, or you kind of finesse it to where you can are you like more of a freelancer with the network security?
Well, I just accumulated a lot of vacation time. I usually have up to 3 months off a year, so that's how I'm able to take these long vacations.
Wow, that's dope, man. What's going on, Jedi? I see you in the building. Man, that's actually crazy. How long you been doing it, man? To accumulate 3 months out
Uh,
of a year. That's awesome.
I see now. This company around 5 years
Okay.
altogether, 8 years into it. So
Okay.
for a bit.
Man. So you've accumulated so far up to 3 months, and you're only how long did you take for this trip? So how long? Yeah, how long is the duration of your vacation for this trip?
This trip is a 1 month trip. I got here on the 5th, and I'm leaving on like the 4th or something like that in November.
Okay. Shout out to my boy Earl Johnson. I see you, family. Appreciate y'all coming through. Guys, 20 people watching. I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all definitely make sure you get the likes up for me. Would highly appreciate that. Guys, want to support the channel? Please feel free to do so. Of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend a little bit of time today. For those that missed the story, we had another AC adventure come to the come to the channel. I mean, like I said, everybody is going to have their own opinions about the story, but as long as a man had fun, didn't go broke in the process, there's nothing you could really complain about. In reference to the topic I started with rich simp and broke pimp, we're gonna go all the way rich with this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. But a lot of people will say you gotta just leave AC alone, man. It's just rough out there. Cause finding a good woman in AC is not gonna happen. I mean, having fun for sure. Short time fun, I see it. I mean, if you ever consider looking for anything serious, what area do you think that you would look to find a woman like that? Have you thought about it?
Well, definitely not AC. I would say out in the province. I've talked to a couple girls out of the province so far, and they've been kind of chill. Um, AC, it's more materialistic and transactional, so you know what you're gonna get there. And I would
Mm-hmm.
also suggest, like, if you're first time going to AC, like, don't come alone. Come with a boy, or come with people, just in case somebody got your back if something goes down. Because I'm here and I'm a solo traveler, but still, you gotta look, keep your head on a swivel. And sometimes when you're tipsy, you're not really looking too good. So I would suggest, don't do this thing solo for your first time. That's my big suggestion.
That's a very interesting one. I've never heard somebody say make sure for many people who look like you and me, it's very difficult to get somebody to, excuse me, to travel with you, man. There's always an excuse of why they can or cannot come, and that just makes it unfortunate. But yeah, when you're traveling to a place like AC, aside from having somebody to have your back in case shit happens, you kind of need that one person that can hopefully check you when they see that things are starting to get out of hand too. He kind of needs, you got to have somebody who's willing to be the rationale in the situation. And I think if you had somebody with you, you might have probably dwindled that 100K down to about what, maybe 50, a little bit less.
Yeah, man, I think 50 would have been good spot. But it does in the end, it's the whole experience, right? So I can't really just call it the 50 or the 100. I just call it like that. That's what it blew in that night, and that's what I actually allocated for fun money, because I usually allocate what my budget is, and that was my fun money for AC, and I blew it in one night. So that's what it is.
How long did you stay in AC? You said you did about a week there, or no?
I did about like a couple days there, like 5 days, 6 days there.
And this was on what day? Day 3 that you were there, or what?
No, no, I got to AC Friday. This is like Wednesday, but I wasn't on Walking Street till like Tuesday night. Like I was just doing other stuff, seeing the mall, doing other stuff. I wasn't actually with the actual Walking Street at first. First, I wanted to eat. I was on food the first couple of days.
Okay. So okay, let me ask you a question because a lot of people know that AC is particularly known for Walking Street. What can you honestly say about the scene in Angeles City around Walking Street? Is there anything that you picked up, things that you like about it, things that you dislike that doesn't have anything to do with Walking Street that you could recommend to somebody going to AC? Or, is that pretty much where it is in AC and AC only?
Well, to be honest, like it's built around that, so it's like a lot of businesses around the area support that, and there's not much to do in the city for what I saw. But then again, like I said, I came there with my mind to eat and go to Walking Street, so I wasn't really looking for other things to do in AC.
Mm-hmm.
And really and truly, there's no beach there, so it's like, what are you gonna do but mall, food, and Walking Street.
Walking Street. True, true. Quick question. Danny asks, how was the jet lag, man? Did you adjust pretty well when you got to the Philippines? or did it take some time, or what?
Jet lag was rough the first night. It was rough, but after that, I was good. But yeah, the first night, just make sure you get some sleep on the plane. That's what I did. I just took a sleep on there. I had like a 15-hour flight into I think Taiwan, and that's where I got most of my sleep. So I was pretty good.
Okay. All right. Man, okay, so since then you went to Cebu. You said Cebu was okay. Did you do any did I mean actually first let me ask how long did you stay in Cebu?
Stayed, stayed for Cebu for like a day. So
Oh man,
I'm
not too much.
transferring. I'm going back. I'm going back. Like Cebu was just only like a gateway to get to this CDO. So that was pretty much it. But I'm heading back. I have
Okay.
a friend that's going to meet me there. So that's I plan to do that. Mountaineering, canyoneering thing
Mm-hmm.
down south, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right. So your trip is AC, Cebu, Cagayan, Iligan. From Iligan, you're gonna go back where?
I'm gonna head to your home turf for a couple of days,
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were
and
coming to Davao. You did say that. All right.
yeah, and you ain't there, so I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how long I spend
You
there.
see, now. Here's the deal. This is what I recommend. I just want you to check it out. Give Davao 3 days. Okay, give it 3 days, three solid. And like I said, we could talk offline about places that you should check out. Depends on what your lifestyle choices are. But for me, personally, I kind of feel like a beach is a beach, though, man. I really don't really see too much of a difference. Yeah, the water may be clearer in one area than it is in another, but ultimately, it's still sun, it's still sand, and it's still water. So I'm gonna try to throw some other activities for you. Check out. My man Danny says Cebu always had that smell to it. Manila had a different smell. He said there's something funny about that. And that's interesting for me. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got friends in Cebu as well, and the only time I go there is with my girl. I don't even go to Cebu by myself because I don't like it. There's no scene for me there. Like it just doesn't feel like my place, And a lot of people that say Cebuanas and Dabaweñas, which are the ladies in Davao City and Cebu, they'll say they're a lot alike because they speak the language, but quite the contrary, in my personal opinion. I actually had a guy reach out to me, shout out to him. He was telling me that the scene in Cebu sucked for him. He didn't like it at all. So I mean, I don't know. Everybody's Rain Man, Davao does well. Yeah, Davao does smell like durian, though. I can't lie. You'll know. Damn. Well, yeah. Never mind. I can't talk about smells because Davao does smell like durian, and that's not the best smelling fruit on planet Earth. But it's still my city, damn it. But like I said, give it about 3 days or so. I think you'll find the reason why most people like to go there. But there's also some other places you can head out to on the back end too. But man, as long as you're enjoying your vacation, man, I don't think anybody can take that away from you.
I'm gonna enjoy it one way or another, and so far it's been good to me.
Okay. Well, so good you plan on coming back, man. Did you I'm sorry, did you plan on checking out any other places? I mean, you consider that you got a month out. You're gonna spend it all in the Philippines. You didn't really consider going anywhere else, like maybe not. I would say Thailand because that's the closest equivalent to the Philippines that most people talk about. But did you ever consider going anywhere else
I
outside the
consider
Philippines?
going
Like
to I consider going to Thailand for maybe 2 or 3 days, but then I spoke to a friend of mine. He's like, you gotta spend at least a week there, and so I'm thinking of pushing that back for my next trip because I'm afraid if I go to Thailand, I love it. I regret for not spending more time there. So I'm just pushing for my next trip.
for sure. I'm just reading the comments, man. They said that you shouldn't swim. Yeah, I would not go swimming in most of the places here, man. It's just not worth it because, especially in like any place outside of the city area, you can't really trust that water for sure. Oh man, Pedro, anything that you want to add to it? I mean, anything that you want to recommend to the guys out here, first timers, because you're coming from a first timer perspective. All right, so, is there anything that
Well,
you want to
first time
share?
perspective, like, well, I would say that it's it's how you view it. And like at first, I came in with this sort of like not being super excited, the hype. Because if you come in and believe all the hype, you're gonna be disappointed because it is what it is, right? It's not gonna be like this amazing solve all your problems fun city where you can do everything you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion to guys is like, just chill, relax, take it in, and go from there. But don't believe the hype. It's great, but it's not that amazing.
Touche. Like I said, it's definitely an adjustment period. I think you can have fun. You're gonna have your moments. You're definitely gonna have fun times. But to believe that it's gonna be consistent through and through, it's hard for me to be able to, sell that narrative because it's not necessarily true. I mean, you're gonna have your down times, your down moments. And again, I got a video coming out. I don't know if that's tomorrow or whatever day is coming out, talking about that, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But like I said, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. It's definitely good to hear a story like that one because you can't not gonna say that. I mean, you can buy the experience, like I said, but shit. You only live once, correct me if I'm wrong. So, you can't blame a person for doing what they do. I can't never be mad at that. But again, we do have to be careful. That's all I could recommend. So, like I said, guys, didn't want to be on too long. Glad that my boy Pedro came through and helped drag this live stream out because I know y'all get tired of just hearing me talk.
Well, I got one point.
Go ahead, bro.
Point that I realize is one thing. Guys were might be saying guys are simping and this and that. Mm-hmm. Remember, one man's budget. His change might be a big stack for you, but it might be little pennies to him. So, like I said, some people might say throwing out 100 is a lot, or not even a lot. Another man throwing out 100 is like just a regular day for him. So don't really look at how much a person throws. Just consider what is your limit. What are you comfortable spending your money on? That's what I would suggest, man.
And you can't shit on that one, guys. I mean, everybody's budget is different. Facts. And like I said, everybody's lifestyle is different. What you choose to spend your money on is what you choose to spend your shit on. All right, guys. I did not want to be on very long. Pedro, I appreciate you coming through and taking up the remaining part of my live stream because I was going to probably run out of shit to talk about anyways. But, guys, I do think I'm going to come on tomorrow.
Thank you for having me, Doc.
Hey, man. Anytime, bro. I'm glad that you were able to come on. I'm glad that you showed up. Shit, like I said, guys, I'm willing to bring anybody on, no doubt. So, guys, if you got a story to tell, that's some real shit like this one. Because again, there were too many good talking points to overlook in that particular story. So you might have to go back and listen to it twice to catch it all. But I tried to sum it up the best way that I could. Again, guys, you just got to be careful. First time experiences. Like I said, we can all blow our wad figuratively and literally and have the best time of our lives. As long as we get what we came for, that excitement, whatever it may be, just take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing, man. Guys, I'm not going to keep my guest on while I shout out all my names and shit, but you know who you are. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being a part of the team. Like I said, without my boy Pedro and the rest of you guys, my channel would be all by myself. All right. So with that being said, the good doc is going to go ahead and call this one. It has been fun. It has been real. Jedi, peace out, brother. But the good doc's going to go ahead and call it. All right. So the good doc is officially out. At least nako. But alam, which means I'm going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Maakita. Mabuhay. Peace.